Nick of StreetPass Princeton here to bring you another Pokemon X and Y battle. This time I'm going to be taking on Anery, and she basically asked if she could battle me from the Kid Icarus event, and I said yes, so I was like, why not? So her team is Aegislash, I believe Rotom Wash, which is pretty popular with Rotom, Greninja, Charizard, got Excadrill, and Tyranitar. I'm running my typical team. I really need to switch it up, but I don't really have much right now, so I have the 3 pokes that I have from Mr. AGZ, and I believe Giuseppe helped too. And I also have some Pokemon from Abdallah. So we're gonna get started right now. Here we go! Alright, so Anery is issuing a challenge. And I start out with Pass, and she starts out with Scuttlebutt. So, Scuttlebutt's gonna start out with that Sandstream. I believe I go with Stealth Rock, and she goes with Earthquake. So I'm expecting that Earthquake to hit me down to 1. And my Sturdy saves me there, and I get a Citrus Berry. So I go with Stealth Rock. I'm just like, yes, Stealth Rock. So, decides to go with Pursuit. And it's a critical hit, so I use Volt Switch. I don't know, I kind of anticipated that pretty well. So, now I get out of here, and I put in Ariel. And at this point, Ariel gets buffeted by the Sandstorm, and I'm gonna run my typical Focus Sash, but I decided to go with Waterfall just in case. And it does a lot of damage. Doesn't kill. Scuttlebutt goes for Crunch, which is quite a bit of damage. Ouch. And I'm still hit by the Sandstorm, unfortunately. And she's gonna withdraw. And she's gonna go for Twonko, which is a Water Rotom Wash. And I go for Waterfall, which isn't gonna do much damage. Unfortunately. Not very effective, and the Sandstorm still attacks me, and I believe Tonko is also attacked by the next Sandstorm as well, but Leftovers will negate some of that damage, luckily. So I'm like thinking, okay, what should I do now? I think I go for another, I'm not sure what I go for. So she goes for Anery, and I end up going for, I think, Outrage? So yeah, I go for Outrage. Boom, 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 boom. It does decent damage, but I'm locked in, unfortunately. I pop the air balloon, and now the Sandstorm has subsided, so Outrage again, and I'll take even more damage off this thing. So it goes for Rapid Spin, gets away the spikes, but doesn't kill me. Withdraws Yuri, and sends in Kusanagi? And I think I go for my final Outrage. Boom, 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 boom. And it does very little damage. And unfortunately, I'm confused. I get to attack first, apparently, so I go with Waterfall. Boom. And it does quite a bit of damage. So Kusanagi goes for that stance change, and goes for, I guess, Sacred Sword, which surprised me. I thought she would have gone for Shadow Sneak, personally. That would have attacked first. Surprising, but okay, Sacred Sword it is. So I go for Elsa at this point. And at this point, I'm kind of anticipating that Shadow Sneak. So it brings me down very low. I go for Spikes. Do I keep Elsa in? I'm trying to remember. Oh, she withdraws. Do I withdraw here too? Scuttlebutt comes out. And Scuttlebutt gets hit by spikes, and the Sandstream comes back up again. And so, I go with Destiny Bond, next move. And I'm hoping to take my attacker with it. Alright, so what happens is she withdraws Scuttlebutt. And I kind of get screwed here, because, unfortunately, Destiny Bond isn't gonna work regardless of what I do. So I try using Destiny Bond thinking, oh, she'll attack me. No, she does not. And unfortunately, the sandstorm takes me down, and I don't take anyone with it, which is terrible. So I go with Mandibuzz, and I'm just crossing my fingers here. So Yuri goes for a Rock Slide. I'm just like, oh, that's not good. But Mandibuzz is bulky, so I do survive it. So I go with Brave Bird. I'm just like hoping, cross my fingers, get rid of this thing. Boom. And I get rid of Yuri. Thank God. And it's out. Knocked out one Pokemon so far. Nice. Mandibuzz suffers that recoil, but luckily I gain the leftovers. And the reason why Mandibuzz isn't suffering from any sandstorm damage is because of Overcoat. And Overcoat will negate any weather effect, such as sandstorm and such. So that Thunderbolt's gonna take me down pretty low. I go for Roost, hoping to recover some of that damage. I think I switch here. Do I switch? She's got the leftovers, and that's gonna keep Plunko in a little bit. And I got leftovers too, so I'm not too worried about that. But still, even with the Roost, I'm just like, nah, I gotta switch out. So I switch into my Duke of Wesselton here. I'm just like, whatever. So she goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and I'm like, yes! So I managed to switch in at a good time. But I'm expecting a water move here. We'll see if I can miss, if she misses. Goes for Thunderbolt, and that ends up taking away Duke of Wesselton. Ouch, that sucks. So, I believe this is when I take in my Delphox. So, I go with Delphox, and she's kind of anticipating a certain move that I'm gonna do, which is Power Herb Solar Beam Magician, which I've done because, courtesy of, Abdallah. So, here we go, Scuttlebutt hurt by the spikes. Sandstream kicks up again, of course. And I go with Solar Beam, and this is pretty much gonna take out Scuttlebutt right here. That Solar Beam is fully charged by the Power Herb. Boom, 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 boom. Gone. And I take whatever item Tyranitar was holding, which is, what was Tyranitar holding? Assault Vest. So that's pretty useful. Pretty useful. Elise comes in. I wasn't expecting, well actually I was expecting that, because Tyranitar was not a Mega, so yeah, Charizard X is here. I go with Psyshock, praying to get some hit on it. Boom. And I think, yeah, it has Earthquake, so, ouch. Was hoping it did not have Earthquake, but she did, so that was not great. So, unfortunately, her Charizard is going to be suffering from some of that damage. So at this point, I'm like thinking, I'm going to Roost it out here. So she goes with Flare Blitz. It does decent damage, but it doesn't kill me. And I just keep going for Roost here. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to recover here. So I recover some damage, and I get some lefties. And she keeps suffering from the sandstorm, but I don't because I have Overcoat. So I'm just like thinking here, okay, I can survive this. So Flare Blitz again, boom. I take considerable damage, but again, not really that bad. I'm gonna go for Roost once again. So that Charizard's gone. I go for Roost, and I still recover my health back. And I get lefties. So pretty cool. Most of my Pokemon are down on my team right now. So she goes with Kusanagi again. And I'm anticipating a certain move, so I'm just like, okay, here we go. Taunt. Get away your non-attacking moves like you know what I'm talking about. Can't use Swords Dance anymore. So, she's probably anticipating that I'm gonna do Roost. And I know she's gonna expect me to do Roost, so I'm kind of like anticipating it. So I'm doing Brave Bird here. Boom. I do very little damage. I'm waiting until it attacks. She goes with the stance change, and she goes with Sacred Sword, I believe. So, Sacred Sword's gonna take that hit. It does decent damage, but not a whole lot. The lefties are still gonna do pretty good amount of hits. They get a good amount of recovery. So I go with Brave Bird again. Here we go. Bam. And since it's not in defense form, it takes higher damage. Kusanagi goes for another Sacred Sword. Hopefully I attack again, because I need to attack. Annabuzz recovers with a little bit of leftovers. I go for my final Brave Bird. I'm not that worried anymore, honestly. And I finish her off. She probably should have gone for that move, the King Shield move, but she didn't, so oh well. So I suffer some recoil damage, recover back with the Mandibuzz, which is good. And now she sends out K, which is a Greninja, and I'm just like, this thing. It's like, And unfortunately I stay in and I get hit by an Ice Beam. And I don't think Mandibuzz is going to be able to take that, so Mandibuzz is definitely down. And that'll pretty much be a good game at this point, because I don't have any more Pokemon left. So, except for Gengar. And Gengar is going to die from Dark Pulse. So, that Dark Pulse, I'm just going to eat it. Gengar is not surviving that. Oh well, nice knowing you, Gengar. Alright, so that was pretty much the match in a nutshell. So yeah, I lost against Anery. She did a very good job against me. Shout out to Anery for playing against me. Hope you enjoy this battle video. I wasn't that good against her because most of my team was weak against dark types, unfortunately. But, you know, I'm working on it. So anyway, you know the drill. Like this video, leave a comment below. Do not forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. We also have a new Instagram page, which I'll have to eventually add into all of the video descriptions, which will be fun. And we also have 2 events coming up, which will be Animal Crossing New Leaf, and we have Mario Kart 8. So that's pretty much it. I want to thank all of you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!